A little bit of special teams play, I think. Just some momentum swings. We had more than enough chances, to bury and get that fourth one. We had a power play at the start of the third too. It's just something where we're doing a lot of good things. I think the team as a whole is feeling good about our game and where it's at right now. And we found a way to get a point tonight, but frustrating we didn't get to.
Say any lessons to be learned in a game that tilts like that?
These last two games, Detroit as well, they got a lot of offense, a lot of guys that can score off the rush. Same with these guys, and I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job of limiting those opportunities, limiting those chances. It's a tight game. Teams can score. We obviously get to overtime there, and it's anybody's opportunity. But we'll take a lot of positives from this road trip.
What do you see from Adam Lowry's line, especially in the last two games? 5 goals, including the 3 tonight.
Unbelievable. Both sides of the puck. I think when those three are out there, good things are going to happen. They play the right way. They all bring that physicality. They hold on to pucks. They put pucks to the net and crash. It's it's a simple way they play, but it's definitely effective. And I think for them, it's nice to see them getting rewarded.
Just to get too early in the second period, did you feel like that gave you some momentum?
What was that, sorry?
To get too early in the second period.
Yeah, we were feeling great. I don't think there's a better way to start the second period. We get some good ozone time. We get those goals. We are rewarded for again playing the right way. Forechecked hard, got pucks towards the net and banged and crashed. And those guys, again, it's nice to see them get rewarded for playing that way.
So what do you think made Montreal a challenging opponent?
Well, they can spread the ice out. They can make plays. They're a dangerous offensive team. We kind of saw the recipe when we were having success and having some ozone shifts. We weren't turning the puck over, and we tried to get a little bit cute. It's not a recipe for success for us in the way we play. So they capitalized on some chances, some rush opportunities they had, and overall they credit to them for getting to 2 points.
New York coming in on Monday. What would you like to see Blake roll into town in a different jersey?
Yeah, it's going to be weird, that's for sure. 13 years or whatever it was for the Jets, and such a big part of the organization, captain, a good friend of a lot of us in the room. He did a lot for Winnipeg, the city, and the team as well. So I'm sure the fans in the building, they're going to be excited for him and give him a nice reception. And I think for him, it's going to be a little weird going to that away locker room, that's for sure. Passed away. He was a teammate of some of the guys here on our team, and the hockey community is a small community, and everybody feels and sending love and prayers to his family today.
I think it kind of impedes my chance and stuff, and kind of lobbying. So fortunately, Chris agreed with me, and I got the opportunity to take it.
Did you see 5-hole? Did you think Jake was maybe thinking backhand, or what did you see on the play itself?
No, I only have a couple moves, so I saw it, and I didn't like my last one on Bennington, and I just tried to get a quick shot off.
What did you see from your line early in the second? Obviously, pop 2 in 20 seconds
I
there.
think just as a 5-man unit, kind of running our routes, 2 face-off wins, good execution by the D, but we were able to just force some turnovers. It wasn't necessarily, the one F1 that kind of was coming up with the puck. It was good support all over the ice, and just kind of tight support, and we were able to go to the net and bang in a couple.
The guy's been streaky at times, but I think that can get him on a roll here, getting goals in 2 in a row.
Yeah, I think he's been playing really well for us and generating chances, and a lot of shot volume from him. And it was only a matter of time before some of them went in. He had some great looks earlier in the slot, and sometimes it's funny, you get an empty netter and it's a little bit of a weight off your shoulders, and he's playing really well for us.
What do you think Montreal did to kind of turn the tables after you built the advantage?
I think it starts with my penalty. It's a trip in the neutral zone, so kind of give them some free opportunities. I think, up until that point, we'd been doing a pretty good job of staying above them, not really allowing them to get some chances through transition. And they score on that power play and make it a lot tighter and come out and score a shorthanded goal. And even then, I think we still had a lot of chances to win the game. Coops has a breakaway right after that, and Shife's had some great lucks, and Jake Allen made a lot of great saves.
Any lessons to be learned? If you take 3 or 4 in this first extended road trip, I guess?
I think there's always lessons. Certainly, I think if we put up 45 shots most nights and kind of limit the chances we give up, we feel like we'll give ourselves a great chance to win every night. Just some small things where maybe we fed into their momentum and allow them to generate some chances. And I think that's just game management by us and puck management and things like that. And I just want to say our hearts go out to the Johnson family. Obviously, we had some teammates that were teammates of his, and it's heartbreaking news. So we'd really like to send our thoughts and prayers to their whole family.
Yeah, you know what? He threw up 45 shots, and there was legitimate A1 chances that we had. And give their goaltender credit, he made some big stops for him. He could have blown that out, made it 3-4-0 there. And they hung in there. He gave him a chance, and they hung into the end of it. But all in all, I was happy with how we played. We put a lot of pressure on them, for most of that game.
What stood out about the Adam Lowry line? Obviously 5 goals, but the way they're playing against the opponent's best also.
Yeah, you know what, they just do it the hard way. They just go out and work their tails off, and they grind, and they're big bodies, and they do a great job of supporting each other. It seems like one guy's in there pounding, the other guy's real close for support, and they do a good job of putting pucks on the net.
I'm interested in your usage of Adam, especially in overtime, but it seems like you're trying to get him out there in more and more situations. I don't think we've ever seen him, or don't see him often, with the likes of Nick Ehlers. But what does your usage of him tonight say about your belief in him?
The biggest thing, I think he was 10-0 or something going into in face-offs, going into the third or whatever. The biggest thing in overtime, you want to start with the puck. If he's going that good, Scheif was having a good night in the face-offs as well. So it really had more to do. We want to get puck possession and and go from there. And but when he's having a night like that, you just kind of roll with it.
So some of the players have talked about Adam. What is? Do did your players know beforehand? I mean, what's it like for them to have to go through?
Yeah, no,
like
they
that?
didn't know beforehand. Obviously, everybody had heard that there was an accident. And obviously, our condolences go to the Johnson family. I mean, this is a hockey world, and it's a hockey tragedy. And we have a lot of guys that have close ties and connections to him and his family. So, like I said, our hearts go to them, and you know, it's just it's another tough day in the hockey world. Good. Thank you.
Takes a look, hands it off to Scheifele, and gives it to Morrissey. Morrissey's pass in front, tipped home by Mark Scheifele! And the winner
gives it back to Scheifele. He's going to drop it on his way to the net. And this play here, just a beautiful pass through by Josh Morrissey.